First at 10 tonight, Louisville's new Civilian Review Board was designed to give police better oversight and restore the public's trust. But tonight, a local attorney is blowing the whistle.
He tells WDRB's Chad Mills he thinks Louisville Mayor Greg Fischer is too involved in setting up what should be an independent position. Chad?
A position called Inspector General. Let's start with an analogy. The Civilian Review and Accountability Board, made up of 11 ordinary people. They're kind of like the steering wheel, steering reviews of police policy and potential cases of misconduct, but they need an Inspector General to function. Think of the Inspector General as the engine driving the Civilian Review Board forward. Matthew Lemmy applied for the Inspector General post back in December. He thought his experience as a prosecutor and a defense attorney would make him a good fit.
This may be the most important job ever.
Half a year later, no Inspector General has been hired. Lemmy never got a call back.
I think the way it's been handled, certainly over the last few months, has been disappointing.
According to notes from a recent meeting, the city got dozens of applications earlier this year. But the city's starting to search for Inspector General candidates again after getting some input from the Civilian Review and Accountability Board members, the group of ordinary people that'll steer the Inspector General in reviewing police policies and potential cases of misconduct.
It is curious. The delay is curious. The delay is shocking. The lack of urgency is alarming.
But that's not what concerned Lemmy most. He's concerned about who's conducting the search for Inspector General. City law says the search committee is established by the mayor and must include a Civilian Review Board member and a member of Metro Council. The current search committee does include a council member, Paula McCraney, but it also includes 2 members of Mayor Greg Fischer's administration. And the Civilian Review Board member picked to serve also has a history with the mayor's office.
This position that was supposed to not be beholden to anyone and wasn't to be ultimately controlled by anyone, and maybe ultimately they won't be, but the process is certainly controlled by one entity, it seems.
To Lemmy, who no longer wants the job anyway, the mayor has too much influence over a very important position that might need to hold police, even the mayor, accountable. After a transformative 2020.
Yeah, the Inspector General position, one of the reforms that came after the raid that killed Breonna Taylor. All right, so what is the mayor's office saying about all this tonight, Chad?
Well, first of all, it maintains that it does need those 2 positions on the selection committee. And it also reminds people that the mayor doesn't have total influence, so to speak, over that selection committee, over this process, because ultimately council will approve whoever he picks as Inspector General.
All right. Chad Mills, thank you for your reporting tonight.
Thank you.